There we go. Now my mouse is working. Ah, there we go. Now I gotta remember what we're doing. Hello there, sunny side Alcos Zarlark. Thank you for coming on this rainy day. Actually, the weather in this game kind of is analogous to what I'm experiencing in real life. Such immersion. Much wow. I'm just imagining you walking by and just like placing a penny on the ground next to me. Either that or throwing it in the air at my face. It's like, here you go. Good job, buddy. It's extra shiny. Alright, so I was thinking a little bit, and we're so close to finishing the main quest of this game, and then I walked away. So it might be time to return to Cold Harbor and just get that done. We're so close. We're so close. Your imagination of me is either aloof or aggressive. Well, yeah. Alright, back to the place that Rikha'Raal despises. For when she finally solves this huge awful problem that is plaguing Tamriel, she will never, ever, ever have to go back to Cold Harbor. And she'll probably get her soul back, which this Khajiit has mixed feelings about. We destroyed the Great Shackle. We rescued Vanis. Oh my. Oh, this is the place we have not explored yet. If memory recalls, I started not knowing where I needed to go, which is why I left. I guess we're gonna figure it out. Yeah, like, these areas were impassable to get to this zone. Alright. Well, I guess we're just gonna be running around. In Rikha'Raal's favorite place. Like Disney World. Only dark and sad and depressing. Like Disney World. Because it really depends on your perspective if you worked there or not. Did this game ever get good? You know, it's interesting. I've been hearing really positive reviews for Somerset, that DLC. Like, everyone was like, oh man, now ESO is finally worth it. It's like so much better now. It really rounds it out. It makes it like a single player experience. And when they say that, I'm like, you lion. You horrible lion person, you. This is not like the single player experience. Excuse you. But yeah, I've been really like hearing a lot of like positive reviews. Unlike with Morrowind, where it just kind of was there, out there. We're like, yeah, it's pretty good. At least from this one's perspective. Now, let's see here. A vault of Hammond forge fire. And the Everfull flagon. This one will travel there. Oh no. She cannot look at the thoughts inside her head while running around. I go all in, baby. If the ESO plays here, watch Watch your fingers. Yeah, but who has the DLC? It's not me. Guess who plays MMOs in vanilla? Can this one actually go in here? Oh, delve. No, this one is not a dungeon diving. She has one task in life, currently, and that is to finish up here so she does not ever need to come back. Did not look at the new DLC since I did not finish the main game. Right? I feel like there is no need for me to commit myself to a whole nother huge expansion to the game when I haven't even finished the main game. The only time I do that is with single player games like Skyrim, where it's like, I'll get to it eventually. Not with this game. It's ridiculous the amount of content in this.
This is just awful.
This one hears whispering. Oh, I forgot to bring the mic in. There we go. Hopefully you can hear this one better. Oh. There is a quest to complete here. But then again, I got it as a gift. Well, that's completely fair. If you've gotten it as a gift, well then, by all means. ERPG's. Well, this one is going to read the note. There's a terrible secret. This one loves secrets. My dearest love, writing these words instead of talking to you in person is the act of a weak man, a coward. What I shall do after I finish this letter is even more cowardly. I am giving up. I am leaving the ever-full flagon. I fought the pull of the strange enchantment as much as I could, and when I was sober, I worked to discover a cure, or at least the source of our terrible affliction. I wanted to defeat this thing, to see your eyes brighten and your mind clear once and for all. My heart aches for you, watching you struggle, watching you fight as the allure of the mead. Fight the allure of the mead? What? As I read and researched, we may be close to solving this, but I can't go on. Is it a weariness of spirit? Is it just a weakness, a character flaw that I cannot overcome? I don't know the answer. I only know that I want to run, to try to get free of this place and its insidious spell. I do this knowing that I am leaving you alone, that my soul is lost. Always remember, dear one, that you are forever in my heart. Remember our love, and find a way to make your own escape from the tavern. And please, try to forgive me if you can. Did someone spike the alcohol? What the... This is very strange. I was going to get to it at some point. This one likes shiny things. And the time-bending power sounds very nice. Yes, I agree. I love me some good magics. Well, this looks like a normal tavern. If only he used his beloved's name. Since this one has a psychic ability of always knowing someone's name. Well, almost always. Non-violent people, anyway. She would be able to find her.
So he said, "Do you want to see my sword?" And I said, "No, not really." And he said, "But it's a nice sword." And I said, "Wait, who are you again?"
I'm looking for anyone who might know Garmirth.
Gamerth?
Gamerth.
Sounds familiar, but my memory isn't what it used to be. You should talk to Bernd after you get a mead. Stuff tastes wonderful. I love mead.
Sure.
I never get to meet anyone new and exciting. Just the same old faces every day in, day out. It's so depressing. Why won't some hero wander in and sweep me off my feet and take me away? But no one new ever comes to Everfullflagen.
You do realize that this is Cold Harbor, right? Cold Harbor. Molag Bal. Evil, horrible, depressing place. A literal plane of oblivion. But you... Someone just burped in my ear. But at least you look, not a shriven. You all look actually pretty good. It's almost like a slice of a Nern.
It certainly is. Best party ever. And this place serves the best meat. But you really ought to talk to Brent. I mean, Bert. No, that's not right. Bernd. Talk to Bernd.
All of your livers are going to shut down. This one does not know when, but it probably is going to happen. Business is dismal. Today I poured 2 mugs of mead, just 2, and one of the mugs was for me. Why did I open a tavern in this tiny, lonely village in Cold Harbor? I thought that after a day's labor, people would want to drink and sing. But even the smith, who must work by thirst, rarely comes in. Everyone is supposed to be depressed and devoid of a life. Who is this person to think that, well, it is noble? Khajiit can admit that this is noble dream. I would pray for a miracle, but who would listen to the prayers of a simple tavern owner who's down on his luck? Probably a demon, a Daedra. The 5 tenants. Sithis.
This place is warm and cozy.
They all look normal because you're
hate
drunk.
warm and cozy.
Dang it, that's why. I got some drunk goggles on. You're dirtying the table with your feet.
I used to do something. Don't you remember? I was somebody. I did stuff. Who cares? I need another drink.
This one is trying to find anyone who knows Gamirth.
I know Gamerth. He's a terrific fellow. I love him like a brother. We were drinking mead and telling old war stories just the other day. Does Gamerth owe you gold? Maybe Bernd knows where you can find him.
You are the most useful person. A Thane.
Welcome to the Everfullflagen, friend. Have a mead. The first one is always on the house.
Oh, you are not normal.
That's because I drink mead. You should too. Our special blend will put hair on your chest and make you strong. Anyway, have some mead or take a walk. We're having a party here, and I'd hate to have you spoil the mood.
Oh, you have mandibles coming off of your chin. You also are the most well-spoken out of anyone here. And that, if that is not a red flag, this one does not know what a red flag is. Hello there, sir.
A new face. That's a rare occurrence. Welcome to the ever-full flagon, friend.
Did you know Gamirth? This one found his body and a love letter he wrote.
The ever-full flagon has the finest mead. Don't drink the mead. Gamirth is dead. He was my daughter Nelhilda's mate, her true love. I suspect the contents of that letter will break her heart, if she's sober.
Nelhilda's. What did you say about the mead?
You must try our special blend. Do you like to celebrate? Everyone here is always celebrating something. Nelhilda and Gamirth were working to find a way to end this madness. Go upstairs and talk to Nelhilda. She has a plan.
Oh, yes. Oh, this one must tell you yes.
A new face. The ever-full. You must try it. Yes, indeed. Everything is fine here at the Flagon. Plenty of mead, plenty of happy Nords.
Perfect. This one has to get upstairs and get away from people burping in her ears. Hello, Nordic name.
You look familiar. Oh, wait. No, you don't.
Oofs, Lord. Strange. The Cold Harbor Compact. You want mead now? Be a true Nord. Oh. Are you dead? No, you're
I
not.
thought about going for a walk, but then I thought it's dark outside and cold, and there's no mead out there. Mead. What was I talking about?
The fact that you are under a spell and cannot leave this tavern, but really trust this one, you do not want to go outside. It is awful out there, and plenty of soul-shriven that will probably rip you two apart in two. Definitely. You're also drunk, you'll never be able to run away.
You're not one of the regulars here at the Flagon.
Oh, this one was sent to help you by your father.
I can do this. I can resist the mead for my Gamirth. Father sent you. Good. I can use the help. The mead is enchanted. It muddles our minds and clouds our memories. But I may have found a way to purify the mead and stop the cravings it inspires.
You are all horrible junkies, yes. It is almost like a skooma den in here. So how was your day off, Muse? I worked on my Xbox 360 that I've been slowly nursing to health, essentially. The abandoned little thing. And it's still, like, the disk drive opens and closes, but it doesn't when it's standing up. It's only when it's horizontal, and it still struggles with it, so I ordered a new rubber band to put on the motor. But I was basically testing that and experimenting with that for a large portion of the day. So yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff. By day off, I mean off the spotlight. It is so true though. I don't really have too many days off. I have like little allotted times during certain days where I'm like, I get to do a personal thing. Unfortunately, the Xbox stuff took way longer than it should have. Oh, rabbit holes. What can this one do to help you in this goal?
I need a rare magical flower, Kind's Tear, to make a potion. Unfortunately, the flowers are invisible. You need a Kind runestone to see them. There may be a runestone at the nearby abandoned shrine.
You guess. You are not entirely sure. Goodbye. You'll find out when you're sober, and we have freed ourselves from this. Well, you have freed yourself from this curse. This one is not going to drink the mead. An interesting fellow stopped by today. A mage of some sort, this one thinks. Sat in the corner, kept his hood drawn over his features. At first he was grim and kept to himself. After a mead, however, he asked about the village and my tavern. I confess, it felt good to unburden myself. The fellow listened sympathetically and indicated there might be a way to improve my situation. He said he might know how to turn things around, to get customers in the door and make them stay for a while. He said he would return after he thought about the problem and consulted his books. I can't wait to hear what he comes up with. I'd give anything to make this tavern successful. Even your life, apparently. Poor man. He just wanted to have a successful business in a harsh economic environment. And this is what happened. Going with an Xbox sounds like a good way to pass the time. It is. I have like a small collection of consoles, and I love like picking up these abandoned things and kind of bring them back to life and making them special in their own way. It's really fun. Like the other one I'm working on is a PlayStation 2 that I acquired that the cover, the front faceplate was damaged and kind of just it was bad looking, like discolored and stuff. So I picked it up because it was an ugly console, but it worked. And I'm like, I'm just gonna make a really pretty front, like a modded artistic front, so it's its own happy little special unique thing. And then I have like my own Game Boys that I'm just modding for the heck of it. Those aren't broken or ugly. It's just I wanna have like the little lighting mods in them, and I have new speakers I'm gonna put in my Game Boy Color and all the fun stuff. Oh no, this one does not want to have anything to do with a spider. Lonely old men coming in to drop off a package and spend 45 minutes yakking my ear off. Oh no. This is what I love about you, Muse. You always keep your brain working. Yeah, it won't shut off. He'll never leave me alone. The way I get to sleep at night, usually, is through rigorous thinking that just leads into a daydream. That leads into an actual dream. There is There's very rare occurrences of just silent brain time. And meditation has always been not a strong skill for me. Oh, a sign? What sign? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. This reminds Rikha'Raal that she has not eaten. Oh. Slottable items. That is what it was. Oh, and she has skills. Is there anything this one wanted to get? Hmm. 2%. See these? Ah, God, it kills me every time with these systems where you have to pick and choose what skills you can use at any given time. I like being able to have a pool of skills that I have and I can just draw upon them. I hate having to like pick what I'm going to be using mainly, because I just like either give me everything to use and then I'll figure out when and where to use it, or just like, oh God, I hate that mechanic so much, because these are the skills I have, this is what I use, passives all the way. It's just easier that way because all the passives at least function. And I get they want to be like strategic about it, but then at least like, give me multiple loadouts that I can quickly switch back and forth from, because otherwise it's just, I'm gonna forget all the things I have if I don't use them. That's how I played Inquisition too. They're like, we're gonna give you strategy by making you only choose a few things that you can do at once. And I'm like, well, I guess that I'm just an electric mage then, or I guess I'm just a rogue that just jumps around the map and stabs things. Like I would only use a few abilities and that was it. Keep it simple. I also can't meditate. Yay, the non-meditation club. You got 2 bars, Muse. You just need to switch? No, I know, like, you switch weapons, you switch loadouts, but it's only the 2. Which, granted, is enough for me to be like, okay, I have my attack staff, I have my defensive staff, I have, like, the spells applicable for that. And I remember to turn on or off the soul siphon if I need soul gems. Like that's it though, because there's so many other abilities that you could just dive into, and there's a part of me that's like I want to collect them all, but then there's a part of me that's like, and I want to be able to use them all, but I can't use them all, so then I just go, all right, I'm just gonna pick these and that's gonna be it. I just give up. I give up. Runestone of Kain. My brain is going full time all the time. Makes meditation difficult. In GAI there are mods for that little problem. We might have to do an Inquisition run on this channel where I use that mod and then I become the ultimate wizard that can do all the things. See, I actually wouldn't have too much of a problem with their interface as far as you can only have certain things slotted, even though I still think it's a bullshit mechanic, personally, as a player. But what really grinds my gears so much about that game is that your party can use any and every ability that they have at any time they so choose. They just do it. The AI has access to everything, and you as a player have access to just a small pool of what you know. And I think that's That's just... I was gonna... my brain got caught up because I couldn't think of a substitute for my curse word. This one is going to take the runestone. It's okay to have thoughts while you meditate, but you should accept that you had the thought, try to, and find the root cause of that thought, and then let it go. See, for me, the way I get around the whole meditation thing, if I have to meditate, I just really try to focus on what's happening around me, because there's different ways, there's different methods of meditation for clearing your mind. Some people like use a mantra or something like that, but if I try to do that, like there's other just stray thoughts that come in. I find that even though with this method I still have stray thoughts coming in because, like I said, I'm bad, but just focusing on like the birds chirping or the wind blowing or any little sound around me. And then like I often try to meditate while doing yoga or dancing, because then I'm also moving my body and I can concentrate on that. Or playing music. That's a way for me to kind of pseudo meditate in a way as well, because it clears my mind. I can't think in the normal way that I normally think when I'm playing music. Otherwise, I will screw up so bad. So I have to just focus on the music. So that's how I go about it. I think a lot of people have that though when playing music or singing. Your mind just goes to another place. The last ingredient. More kind ears. No! Do not touch this one. Also, wrong staff. Scabs. How are you even here? How did you even witness this one? Were you lying in wait? Alright. Let us finish this work. One step closer to leaving. Create mods that breaks it so you can use all the class spells ability. See, I'm just interested in if I take a class like mage or rogue or something. I'm interested in being able to explore every avenue of that that class and really experience it and mix and mash and make my own character. And for me, I'm the kind of person that plays around with everything, and I eventually figure out what I like and I settle into a rhythm, into something that I enjoy. And the way that this game in Dragon Age Inquisition is structured, where they force you to pick from a small pool at the very get-go, it makes it harder for me to try and explore everything before I settle. So I just immediately say, oh, that is not normal. This grass is floating. Also, this one may have walked the wrong way. And just a little. That's why I said breaking. It's a lesson every guru has tried to teach me when I explained the difficulty I have with meditation. Where you find the root cause of the thought. I think for me, I do that when I'm feeling a strong emotion. I try to find the root of it, because then that helps me introspect better, understand myself better, and be able to control my emotions better. When it comes to thoughts, just stray thoughts and meditation, most of the time I know what they are. They're not really attached to an emotion per se. They're just all the things that I want to get done because I find joy in them, or I need to get them done because I need to be a responsible human being. But it is a good bit of advice to just understand yourself more, because the more you understand yourself, the more you can take steps to better yourself and control yourself better. Just like any game, once you understand how the game works, you can control the scenario more. They're trying to force you into wanting to replay multiple times so that you can get to try everything. Well, they can do that better with a better, more thoughtful mechanic. Like Skyrim lets you play everything and anything from the get-go, but it still has a lot of replayability for someone who roleplays. And they give you everything. Being a responsible human. Yep, I try. I do try. Oh, no. Rika does not do that. That was not the building. It was up here. Was it? Yes. Oh. Do not touch this one. A spider. Horrible creature. Why is this one even here? Oblivion. It's called Oblivion for a reason. I don't disagree with you, I'm just pointing out their point of view. I mean, fair. It could have been a bunch of factors. But that one seems quite plausible. From what I remember, though, the public one, so who knows how entirely true it is, the public reasoning behind the way they designed that combat interface was strongly associated with strategizing and thinking about combat before you get even into combat. And I just, as the player I don't really think in those kind of terms. I get into a situation and then I react. And I look at every possible route I can take and I go from there. Pre-planning, I mean, you're trying to divine the future, and that's... that only goes so far.
You came back. I was afraid I'd imagined our earlier discussion. My mind plays tricks on me, especially when the craving gets really bad.
Well, here are your flowers in a nice bouquet.
I wasn't sure any of the flowers survived the trip here. Cold Harbor is a dead place, and Kyne is concerned with living things. If you found the flowers, maybe she hasn't abandoned us. I'll make the purifying potion now.
Oh, you do realize you're in Cold Harbor. Look at that. Yes, you know, now that you say it, Khajiit does not really quite understand why there were just perfect flowers from Kyne in Cold Harbor. That is strange. You'd think Molag Bal would crush that out like a blight.
I hope I remember the recipe correctly. It's been so long since I tried to do anything more complicated than downing a mug of mead in one gulp. One more thing. There. That should do it. Take the potion and pour it into the 3 casks. I need some mead.
You disappeared from existence. Oh. Is this one sure she did not drink any mead?
You take that back.
Ah. Berry mead tonic.
What are you looking at?
These are all different drinks. What if Rikha'Raal wants to fall under spell too? You are not going to let her. Hello there. He's always breaking the fourth wall, complaining about how silly some quests are. Listen, Rikha'Raal thinks that the life is strange sometimes. Things disappearing, reappearing.
Who's there?
Oh! Let me wear the Khajiit's shoes. Alright. This party is going to end very soon. And then you will be able to go out into the horrible, harsh reality that is Oblivion.
My Nelhilda would thank you if she could. Oh, this is all my fault. I was just trying to save my failing business. Now look at us. These people used to respect me. I used to help them.
And then the capitalism happened.
I made a bargain, but I was tricked. I realized too late that the mage who promised to help me was likely a Daedric prince. After that, the flagon slipped into Cold Harbor and we've been trapped here ever since.
Tremora, this one thinks, but perhaps we're dealing with an actual god. If so, Rikha'Raal would like to kindly leave now and never come back. But do not fret too much, friend. Your daughter is trying to end the enchantment.
It used to be me that people turned to for help. When Hout showed promise, I bought him a lute. When Freedy won a contest, I gave her dueling daggers. Nelhilda has gotten things rolling with your help. I want to help her, help my friends.
So what do you want to do to help? What do you want this one to do to help?
Hout and Freedy were admired in our village. If the enchantment is wearing off, they'll help me rally the others. It would help if Hout had his lute and Freedy had her silver daggers. We can continue what Nelhilda has begun.
Wait, why are you talking about her as if she is not here anymore? Did she actually disappear from existence? Did Rikha'Raal see her cease to exist? Or is she now dead and her body is somewhere? This one is very confused, and she is completely sober. She will see what she can do.
Talk to Hout and Freedy. Perhaps they remember where they hid the loot and daggers.
Alcos, no! Tell your internet to do better.
You look familiar. Were we flirting just a little while ago?
Well, no, but Yeah, never mind. Bert said you lost a set of dueling daggers.
I am a dangerous woman. Even without my silver daggers, I could flay you. If you think you can threaten me, think again. If you want my daggers, you'll have to duel me for them.
This one just wants to return your daggers, friend.
I'm too drunk. Did I ever tell you I once had a pair of silver dueling daggers? Given to me by... Who gave them to me? I should remember. He was such a nice man. I was brave and fast with my knives. You should have seen me duel.
Try to remember what happened to the daggers.
You'll find them? Aren't you sweet? Let me think. I remember the Thane said it was too dangerous to drink and duel. He said I should destroy them, but I couldn't do it. So I hid them near the old mill. Please don't tell the Thane.
Old mill? And what else? Oh, there you are. You are still alive. Oh, excellent. For a second there. Oh,
You're not one of the flagging regulars.
Rikha'Raal was worried.
I used to sing for thanes and kings. I danced around and had many fine things. How about that? I made a rhyme. I've still got it.
Lovely. Do you remember the last place you played your lute, perhaps?
You're a curious one. I imagine the Thane is keeping his eye on you. You want me to reveal a secret, huh? Secrets are a bard's trade, after all. There should be a price. I know. A contest. A duel of words. If you win, amazing secrets will be told.
Well, Rikha'Raal's gut reaction is to tell you that she does not have time for this, that you need to tell this one right now, especially since you just brought to attention that the Thane might be keeping an eye on Rikha'Raal, and even though she thinks it's a Dromora, it might be a Daedric prince because the bartender thinks such, and Rikha'Raal really does not want to deal with either. However, Rikha'Raal also feels, as a Khajiit, she must say yes.
I say something witty and clever about you, and then you respond in kind. I'll start. Whither goes that Guar? Did it escape from Vardenfell? Or is it your sister?
That Gara was your wife.
Excellent retort. Speaking of retort, your armor is so old, even an Akaviri wouldn't wear it.
Oh dear. This isn't my armor. This one cannot think of anything clever. How truly unfortunate. It belongs to your wife.
Oh, well played, well played. If I had my lute, I would sing of your prowess.
Please don't.
It's gone, though. I last played it for Juvilda. I struck a heroic pose like the statue of Iskramor near her house. Sang my heart out. I used to be quite good, you know.
It is a good thing you are not sober at present. Ugh. Ugh. This one is disgusted with herself. Alright, someone's house and the mill. Rikha'Raal can find these items. Oh. Hello there. This whole town was taken in the burnt. It is awful. Really quite tragic for these poor people. This one almost wonders if allowing them to become sober is a good idea. Oh yes, because this is not completely obvious. Oh. Oh, there are more of you in here. Well, Rikha'Raal does not really want to deal with that. The mill. This place is oppressive. You know, this is kind of a curious thing, is it not? She was able to leave. They both were able to leave, even though when drunk. They stumbled about, hid their things, and returned. And now none of them leave. This one heard whispering. That is not a good sign. This place is wigging Rikha'Raal out. She just needs to concentrate. Hopefully, helping these people will give Rikha'Raal a clue. Or help revive the city. Ah, yes, of course. They have nowhere else to go. They can come with this one, or perhaps find the city themselves. A sanctuary. They would be able to find a certain amount of happiness there. It is certainly a welcome place to be in Cold Harbor. Rikha'Raal almost forgot about it.
Old man.
I've had just about enough of this.
I think everyone needs a drink. How about some more mead?
We don't want any more mead. Get out of here.
Your souls are mine. You may as well drink up and accept your fate.
Did you see? The villagers. They're starting to remember. The Thane threatened my daughter and I actually stood up to him. Of course, he knocked me down, but still. We're returning to our old selves.
Well, good news. This one found the loot and the dueling daggers.
I'll return these to Hridi and Hout. Ask them to help keep people's spirits up. During my confrontation with the Thane, he said he holds our souls. He laughed at me, said how amusing it was to see me agonize over my friends as they waste away.
The liver damage should have killed you much longer ago. It must be very special mead. Let's see here. He holds your souls. Like in soul gems? Perhaps? Certainly not like how Molag Bal holds these ones.
I think he keeps the souls nearby. He always comes and goes as he pleases. If you could destroy the Thane, our souls might return to us. Then we could leave this place. I think his lair is in one of the nice houses near the old well.
How would you even know that? Why can't Rikha'Raal just kill him here? He is always, well, he has been always here as far as Rikha'Raal knows. This one will try to take care of him.
I appreciate your help. I need to make this right. For Nilhilda, for Gemerth, for my friends.
Friendship is magic.
I can't tell the difference between enchanted mead or not enchanted mead. I guess I need to drink some more.
Well, you are eating quite a bit. Oh, he is gone now. Alright. Off to kill a Dramora. Then, how? He just assumes that their souls may return to them once Rikha'Raal slays this being. But what if that is not the case? Shouldn't we all do more research rather than just assuming this? It could have dire results. Rikha'Raal's just going to kill him, and then what will happen if their souls do not return to them? They will be trapped horribly. That is the most worst fate. To always be wandering, looking for your lost soul. Rikha'Raal's life. The nice house, he says. As if there is a nice house. Well... this one supposes this house. Oh. That is not the trapdoor that Rikha'Raal opened to come down into the basement of a wooden building. His world is strange and chaotic. Well, this looks promising. At least it should be easy to find the souls. Oh, bookshelf. This one will investigate. Father of Niben, Fragment 1.
Bloodsack. I'll have your skull for a drinking cup.
Bloodsack. So precious. Trapping poison, a lethal poison, a draining poison, lethal. And this one collapsed to herself. Has also run out of space. This one will figure it out later. Khajiit still needs bigger bags. Khajiit still needs bigger bags. It is very, very true. Where did this one get the hammer? Wounding and tumult. Oh, this one rammed into a wall. Ugh, that is disorienting. Disorienting? Disorienting. It is sometimes hard to speak with this tongue. Almost there. And then they can come to the city, where Rikha'Raal may buy more backspace. She has not yet made a good purchase in some time.
ankles hurt. There's only one cure for these. I need another mead.
You're all still horribly addicted to alcohol.
I don't know what you did, but something changed. Everyone can feel it.
This one did as was tasked, of course, with great perfection of ability. Your souls are freed.
And the curse is broken at last.
Thanks to Rikha'Raal, of course. Should you not tell the villagers what really happened, though?
They'll hate me if they find out I caused the curse. Oh, we've lost so much. I need to make amends. But what would the truth bring us except more pain? My Nelhilda mourns for her beloved Gamurth. I need to find a way to help her.
Doesn't your daughter deserve the truth that will only hurt her more?
Maybe you're right. Nelhilda struggled to find the enchantment and she lost her beloved Gamurth. She deserves my honesty. I hope she can forgive me.
Burnt the Brittle is a good name for you, no?
Nelhilda, please, come here.
What is it, Father?
I need to get this off my chest. I made the deal that doomed us. I made the bargain with the Daedric Prince.
Father! Why would you do such a thing? I lost my love to this cursed place because you weren't selling enough mead? How can I ever forgive you for this? I never want to see you again!
Yes, more pain.
Nelhilda was the only thing that kept me sane in this dread place. What will I do now?
Cry. Be sad.
I beg of you, daughter. Try to forgive me. What I did was a foolish mistake. I
Make
never
another
imagined
deal.
anyone else would be at risk.
I don't know what to do. I'm so angry at him. And yet, my father is all I have left.
Oh, you're talking to Rikha'Raal?
Look what my father's selfishness has cost us. How could he have been so foolish?
Because he is a human and therefore fallible to great error in judgment. Do you think you can't forgive him of that?
That's asking a lot of me. My father always seemed more aware. I sometimes wondered if he knew more than he let on. But to have caused all of this suffering? My poor Gamurth.
You need to forgive him. He's the only family you have left.
I know. I keep thinking about how kind he could be, always helping others. He did something terribly foolish, but I know he is not a bad man. I'll try to forgive him, but I do wish we could leave this place.
Well, now that you mention it, Rikha'Raal would love to tell you about the Hollow City. Currently under construction, being rebuilt, needs more people in it. It has a wonderful infrastructure. Well, the infrastructure that actually is still straight up and down. Probably has a bar that you could all go to and enjoy, yes?
We will go to the Hollow City. Some of the villagers may decide to stay here, where it's familiar, but that will be their choice. I grieve for the lost, but it's not in a Nord's nature to just give up. Thank you for helping us.
You say give up with such a disdain.
I think I can forgive you, Father, though it may take time. For now, it's best if we leave this place.
Oh, my dear girl. I will do everything in my power to make this up to you and to the others.
Listen, everyone. We're going to the Hollow City. Join us! We're Nords, and we can handle whatever Cold Harbor throws our way! Come, Father. We need to make plans to travel to the Hollow City.
Rikha'Raal did another wonderful thing. Cadwell!
Found the old ever-full flagon, eh? Interesting place, the flagon. Glad someone's finally got it sorted out. Good show.
Thank you. The ever-full flagon patrons need to get to the Hollow City.
Smashing idea. Really excellent. They'll be safe there. How about that Thane? Excellent mead, certainly, but I always thought he was a bit dodgy.
Oh, he is most certainly dead. Why didn't you try to help the patrons?
Well, one must choose one's battles, mustn't one? Rescuing maidens, fighting injustice, those are my specialities. But taking mead away from drunken Nords, I mean, really, that way lies madness.
Fair enough. Can you help these people get to the Hollow City?
Righto, always happy to pitch in, lend a hand, steer a course, make a difference. I'll get them to the Hollow City. Very nice in there, plenty of mead. They'll feel right at home.
Yes, Rikha'Raal thought as much. Now then. Yes, yes. Oh, Oh no, that is back to Tamriel. Rikha'Raal will simply travel the short way. She has the money. I am glad that you seem to be refreshed, Hendris. Five-hour nap is more like an actual sleep in my book. But I know you've been struggling lately, so you totally deserve the sleep. Making it rain. Oh man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now, because we're actually in a safe spot. Sing for me. I don't know the dings. And it's time for stretching, because I've paused the game and I must do it. Let me type first. Points. There we go. Made it rain. Navigate these wires. Let us see here. And off we continue through the Hollow City. Rikha'Raal does not know where she is going, but she will walk and she will run, and eventually she'll find the place that she is supposed to be. And hopefully that will involve leaving. Well, actually no. Hollow City is not too bad. It is nice. Right, groundskeeper?
Ah, look around you. See how the people brighten the streets with their very presence. It is good to have this place inhabited once again.
Yes, have the people under your sway, within your walls, under your control. Why was this one summoned?
King Dinar and Varnus have begun to rally the troops. They have called for a council to meet here in the Hollow City. There are decisions to be made, plans to draw up. The time for war fast approaches, and we need to be ready.
Well, considering Rikha'Raal was ready for the war quite a while ago, and it was paused for a little while and now is about to come back up, Rikha'Raal thinks she is still quite prepared. Are there any others out there that need to be rescued?
I sense other lights trapped in the darkness. Their exact locations are hidden from me, but I can hear their desperate pleas for help. You must choose. Will you seek out more allies, or will you allow the War Council to begin?
Where are King Dinar and Venice?
You shall find the Ayleid King and the Mage inside the cathedral. They await your arrival. Once you enter the cathedral, the preparations for the final assault to save Nirn will begin.
And you say there are more that need help, but you will not tell Rikha'Raal where. Perhaps here.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself.
Rikha'Raal could try exploring over here and make sure there is no one else that needs help.
Fight to Molag Bal. Well, as ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
Or go in this direction. There is a way shrine to unlock. Rikha'Raal will check it out first. Better to err on the side of caution. Entrance. There you go. Alright, alright. Oh my god, so many dings. Uh-oh. Took me a while. He just woke up though. This one cannot open up the chasm. This one thinks this is the final push. Alright. Rikha'Raal will travel over here, see what is over here. If there is nothing of great interest, then Rikha'Raal will go to the chapel. And that will be that. Oh, this one is riding. However, she should probably find a bag merchant, if there is such a thing.
This ancient city is pretty impressive.
Yes. Wait, how much gold does this one have? I thought it was under a character, but this one is not seeing it. No, This one actually is not quite sure. Hold on. No.
Urki's heart.
Ah, okay. Under inventory? Oh, it's right there at the top. I am blind. Blind. So much money, my gosh. It really is a game that rewards more murder than sneaking around, for sure. You don't make the monies by sneaking. Also, I really think it's questionable to make a deal with Molag Bal, of all people. I know, you'd think you'd know what you're getting into, and what that is not a fun time. Oh. Well, that can't be right.
What is it?
Don't be rude. This one wishes that she could put war paint on her horse. It would be like a tattoo on the face. Only it is paint on a horse. It is something to consider. I wonder if there's a mod like that for Skyrim, and if there's not, there could totally be a mod for like that for Skyrim, because it would just be an effect, I think, that could be applied to the horse. I think. I'm pretty sure it would require SKSE and all the fancy stuff. I think Race Menu developed some kind of overlay system like that with their tattoos, and they had the system set up where people could actually create mods where you would get tattoos, like say if you're in a guild or something, or as you go along. Not interested, not interested. Leaving. I don't know if they have that for horses. You saved the scholars. Then why is Rikha'Raal dying? At least she is on the right track. Praying to her scene or people like Azora makes sense to me. It depends kind of on the profession. Vermina, you pray to her so that she keeps away from you, right? But Molag Bal, Mern's Dagon, probably Shirgarath is more trustworthier. More trustworthier. I know it is strange, some of the cults that people have and justify, because like you can kind of justify a lot of those dark cults, like the Void and Vermina and all of them, but Molag Bal, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could find a justification, like, say you have the perspective of this whole world is basically impure, so you pray to that Lord so that he can, you know, destroy the world, and thus the world would be born anew, maybe? Maybe that's the logic of someone like that. Oh, there is one more! Rikha'Raal will be a hero. Destructive clench. Oh my god. This game. What is even going on? This one's destructive clench is even stronger now, as she runs away from enemies that she does not want to engage in. Alright. Let's find the trouble here and help these people. Molag and Sheogorath, you know they will royally screw you over. Why, yes. Yes, they will.
I've got what you need.
This is pretty darn awesome because you get to see some really cool Argonian architecture. And I love it. It is like being in Argonia without having to pay for the trip.
Our customs and our traditions, these are the things that sustain us in this foul land.
Your voice could use a little work, sir. Who needs help? Who needs a rescue? Anyone? Rikha'Raal can help your immortal souls.
Even the best chef can only do so much with inferior ingredients. But I am grateful for what Deshwazi and the other farmers provide. And I do make a delicious casserole surprise.
How surprising is it? But I do love the madman. But at least there's a bit of good left in Sheogorath. The area of Kvatch is the Sheogorath we meet in Skyrim. He's crazy though. So that means, as a hero, you ascended to godhood. I never really got the full story of that, how like you became a god. Like did Sheogorath just eat up your soul? Did you actually take on the mantle of Sheogorath? And then why didn't you take on your own mantle of godhood? Why did you become him, essentially? Was it like a space to fill and was like a black hole, so you just ended up being sucked into it? So many questions. Just make Ob play Oblivion all the way through that DLC. Oh my gosh. No, don't do it. Oh my gosh, Zarlark. Burns. You all seem like you are not in need of great help.
I'm rather busy right now.
It's concerning. Rikha'Raal ran all the way out here for you. This is what she gets. You cannot open the door right now. There is a quest here. Rikha'Raal knows it. She can smell it on the air. I'm a man with or without quotation marks. Uh-oh. This is troubling. Rikha'Raal really does not know what to do. There it is! There it is! Finally!
Sometimes the right thing and the wrong thing are the same thing.
Finally, this one has found you.
You have come to Haj Uzith in its most desperate hour.
Yes, yes. What is this place? Your home, yes?
Haj Uzith is a place out of time. An ancient Argonian settlement, plucked from the Black Marsh and deposited into this dread realm. We know of your mission to Cold Harbor, and we would like to help. But unfortunately, my people are divided.
Divided about what? Helping?
Divided over the fate of our history. But tradition demands that you pass our trials and prove your worth before I reveal all of our secrets to you, outsider. Please, head down this path to the city. I will follow you.
This one will go back. She already was there once. Oh, wait. Wrong way? This way? Alright.
I told you, Zohaniel, we will not aid the outsider while our factions continue to argue about the fate of our beloved history.
The outsider has come, Anjin Saka, just as the history foretold. Perhaps now we can finally settle our disputes and do what is best for the Hist and for Nirn itself.
We shall see, Treeminder. We shall see.
Are you ready to help us, outsider? Will you undertake the trials?
I think Chikalag even said that the hero of Kvatch will grow into his new role. So yeah, he's probably Shirgorath. There are like 200 years between Oblivion and Skyrim, so it would make sense. But why would he grow into a role that already existed? Like, every other god that has become a god has become their own god. Like, their own role, their own deity, their own self. So, like, why would you, someone who has had your own motivations and morals and personality, suddenly just, like, mold into Shirgorath 2.0? That's what I'm wondering. Tell this one about these trials.
There are 2 trials, each designed to prove your worth to one of the factions here in Haj Uzith. The trial of spirit and the trial of body. One shall test your intangible qualities, the other your physical virtues.
Of which there are many. What is the trial of spirit? Does it require a soul?
The trial of spirit is a test to prove your worth to the scholars of Haj Uzith. It shall challenge your mind and determine your strength of spirit.
And what is the trial of body?
The trial of body is a test to prove your worth to Anjin Saka and his warrior faction. I'm sure it involves some kind of contest of strength and physical prowess.
And these tests will determine that you are able to fight your trust in Rikha'Raal, yes?
By successfully completing the trials, you shall show your worth and skills to our factions. Then you may participate in the great debate that has fractured our community for so long. Are you ready to undertake these trials?
This one is ready.
Do you wish to start the trial of spirit?
Yes.
This trial determines if your spirit can understand the spirit of my people. We cherish courage, which helps us face this realm's horrors. Endurance, which allows us to bear its hardships. And preservation, which keeps our traditions alive.
courage, endurance, and preservation. These are things that the Rikha'Raal has in quantity.
Take these amulets and speak to the people on the South Pyramid. Give each amulet to the person that best represents its spiritual quality. For each correct match, you will receive a gem.
And what are the gems for?
3 statues at the top of the pyramid represent the challenges our values must contend with. Place the gems in the correct statues to symbolize overcoming these challenges. Then meet me at the base of the pyramid when you have finished the trial.
All right.
I see the trial of spirit has begun. I am a go-between. I negotiate interactions between my people's 2 factions, as well as with the other inhabitants of Cold Harbor. And which of Zohan'il's baubles do you think matches my daring nature? No, thank you. That amulet should go to someone who maintains our ways and traditions. And which of Zohan'il's baubles do you think matches my daring nature?
Endurance?
Thank you, but no. That amulet belongs to someone.
Fine. Courage.
Thank you. I need to be brave and resolute to negotiate not only with my own people, but with the sad and dangerous creatures that roam this twisted plain. Here, take this gem of courage. You will need it when you reach the top of the pyramid.
Fine. Goodness. You and your weird spiritual rituals. And you. Oh.
You must be here for the trial of spirit. Know that I am the Lord Master of Haj Uzeth. I maintain the traditions and customs of my people.
Just imagine like Rikha'Raal holding them all up and just like pointing to the one and then pointing to the other one and then finally giving up and just shoving the other one like the last one. Just take it, take it. Zohan'il provided this one with an amulet to give you.
Of course. And which amulet do you think best matches my venerable nature?
Preservation.
Thank you. My role here is to preserve and pass on the traditions of my people so that each generation never forgets where we came from. Take this gem of preservation. You will need it when you go to the pyramid's upper level.
I copy and pasted some stuff, but it looks like it got caught by the wall of text filter. Potentially, potentially.
So much to do, so little time.
Are you here for the trial of spirit? Then know that I am but a humble farmer dealing with whatever this strange land throws at me so that I can provide food for my people.
This one has an amulet for you.
One of Zohan'il's necklaces, I assume. And which one do you think matches my pragmatic outlook on life?
Endurance.
Thank you. I deal with the hardships of coaxing food from this foul land. Without my dedication, who knows what my people would be eating? Please, take this gem of endurance. You'll need it when you go to the top of the pyramid.
Goodbye.
Selling, I've got what you need.
All right. Let's see. Statue of the unknown, a statue of time, a statue of life. Let's see. It appears a gem would fit here. Well, isn't it wonderful that Rikha'Raal has 3 of said gems? Time must be... It must be endurance. And then... The unknown... It must be courage. And then the statue of life. Preservation? Preservation then. And then the life is endurance. Perfect. Rikha'Raal did it wonderfully. No errors. Of course. Of course. She is chosen one, no?
The outsider returns. And was your trial of spirit successful?
Yes. This one successfully completed the trial of spirit.
Good. That means you understand the spirit of my people.
Sure. Khajiit is most wise in all matters and things. What should this one do next?
You must still complete the trial of body. Speak to Anjin Saka when you are ready to begin.
You have completed the trial of spirit. Are you ready to undertake the trial of body now?
Oh my god, this voice actor's killing me. It's that time of day? Oh, snap. Alka's leaving. That means it's really close to 5 o'clock. That's my sign. That's my signal. Bye-bye, Alkas. Thank you for coming. Rikha'Raal will miss your presence inside her head. Thanks for streaming, Muse. Your voice is especially lovely today for some reason. As a voice, the gravelly Khajiit. But thank you, though. I appreciate it. I really stretched the tea today. Okay. This one is ready to begin the trial of body.
Know that our arrangement with Moloch Ball prohibits us from interfering with the Dremora who collect sap from the Hist. You, however, are under no such obligation.
What does this have to do with the trial of body?
It has everything to do with the trial. It is the trial. Beneath the North Pyramid, Dremora gather sap from the Hist into great vats. They use treated wood to heat the sap and refine it, drawing forth its magical essence.
So, what you are saying, in a very many words, with lots of vagueness, is that you wish for Khajiit to stop them from doing this, yes?
Demonstrate your strength and physical prowess. Destroy the vats and disrupt their operations. If you add more treated wood to the fires, the sap will burn, and the vats will melt in the intense heat. complete this task, and then return to me.
And so you would like your dirty work to be completed by someone who is clever and witty and strong enough to do the job that you cannot, yes? Rikha'Raal can do this thing. Back to the place that Rikha'Raal was in originally, scratching her head, wondering when and how she could continue on this great quest. And now we are here. This one will take your gold. A Daedric bookshelf. Husks and bones. Why is Khajiit not surprised you would have a book like that? Oh, hello there. A skeleton man. Khajiit will follow in your footsteps. And hop around a lot. It's really awkward. Thanks for the entertainment. I was a bit of a lurker today, but I gotta go run a D&D session. Oh no, really? Tell me more. Thank you for coming, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Taking part in Rikha'Raal's adventure. Oh no. This is a little bit more than Rikha'Raal would like to deal with. trial of body and power is not exactly Rikha'Raal's strong suit. All of my saves on GTA San Andreas are gone. No. You know, I was just thinking about that the other day when it comes to Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games where they have the battery in them. And I'm like, I was thinking specifically of the Pokemon games where, like, the legendary Pokemon, you go to special events in the city or whatever, and get these special Pokemon. And you'd be like, this is my special cartridge that has my special Pokemon. Oh, that's so special. But then you have to think that eventually, by virtue of the hardware, you'll lose it. You'll lose that special thing that made that cartridge so special. There's no way to just keep it forever. And then I thought my thought, and then I moved on with my day. Come on. Oh my gosh. The sensitivity on where you can do the thing is really awkward. There we go. Almost there. Oh, this is interesting. Oh well. Continuing on. Rikha'Raal has completed your dirty work. Oh no, it's 5 o'clock. Actually, I did really well. Rikha'Raal is about to complete her quest. Just as soon as she finds the one she must speak to in this city. How very, very fortunate it is that she knows where to go. Precisely. Even though she was not told as such.
The outsider has returned.
This one has completed the task that you could not.
Well done, outsider. That should give the Hist time to heal while the Dremora rebuild the refining vats.
What does Molag Bal do with the Hist sap?
Nothing good, that's for sure. He covets the magical essence of the Hist sap and refines it into potions and elixirs, whose purpose we can only guess at. It's a perversion, but it is one we must endure.
Well, this one has completed both of the trials.
Then the time has come to choose. Do you agree that life, no matter the hardships, is sacred? Or do you side with the scholars, who would rather end the suffering and let our history die?
What happens if this one agrees to support the warriors?
If you settle the debate in the warriors' favor, then the history continues to live, and our civilization shall endure, just as it always has in this harsh land. Plus, my warriors shall stand at your side in your final battle against Molag Bal.
How do you know? All right, prophecy.
You have completed our trials, outsider. Now we ask you to settle our long debate. Will you side with the scholars or with the warriors?
Remind this one what the scholars believe in.
The scholars believe that the history cannot continue as Molag Bal's slave. It withers away, but the crystal will not let it die. This cruel existence, this terrible suffering, it must come to an end. Oblivion is preferable to eternal torment.
But we're in oblivion. Will you fight with Rikha'Raal? This one agrees with the scholars. The history should be allowed to die.
This outcome, while sad, is for the best. We shall give you a boon to help you in your struggle. Without the vampiric shard, the Hist will pass on naturally. But first, you need to convince Anjin Saka to accept your decision.
Give this one a boon.
Have you made a decision, outsider?
This one agrees with the scholars that life is a natural cycle within which death is also part.
I see, but our traditions allow a choice, any choice, to be challenged. You must defend your decision by defeating our champion in combat. If you cannot uphold your conviction through battle, then how can you expect us to honor your decision?
This one will fight as many warriors as you want to throw at this one. But Rikha'Raal's decision stands.
Your conviction and certainty do you proud. Very well. The warriors will accept your decision.
That's right. Oh, it's right here. Going around this whole entire time, did not realize this was a history. Well, Khajiit is Khajiit and not Argonian. How would she know?
The time has come to end the suffering. I pray that the cursed shard crumbles at your touch.
Will you answer
have
some
proven
questions?
yourself, as I knew you would. I shall answer what I can.
Never mind. At this one's touch, why not a pickaxe?
The cursed shard has been destroyed. Currents of happiness and grief flow through the river this day.
Your long debate has been decided.
Thank you, outsider. Because of you, the history's eternal suffering and enslavement shall finally come to an end. We shall mourn the Hist, but we shall also find solace now that its pain and torment is over. When you need us, we shall be there.
Excellent. That is what Rikha'Raal needed to know. She nearly sided with the warriors to make sure that she would have followers. And now we return to the Hollow City. Before this one leaves, She should make sure that there are no others that do need her help. Rikha'Raal thinks she may have gone the wrong way. But it is working out in her favor. I like how it always says Zarlark in the corner now. Only fully registered that as a thing just now.
If you want to make any final preparations or rescue any others, I recommend you take care of those tasks before you enter the cathedral.
What? Rikha'Raal wants to know if there are others.
If you want to...
Alright. Rikha'Raal probably has done enough now. It should be fine. She has saved many people and done many wonderful good deeds. This is probably fine. There could be another one here. There could be another one here. But this is good enough, this one thinks. And on that note, it is after 5 o'clock. But at least we can finally get a move on with this main quest. Very, very cool. Alright, thank you guys for sticking around. A little bit past 5, in fact. I appreciate it. Everyone else who came by said hello. It's a very, very cool thing. Spread the word if you like the stream, because it helps the channel grow. Check out the Discord if you have not, and check out the events tab on the Twitch channel to know we'll be streaming next. Tomorrow is Okami Day, so that's really cool and fun. I did do the research that I needed to do to complete that side quest, so I know what items go to which characters. I still don't know the reward, because I didn't want to spoil all of it for myself, but like just knowing that stuff, so now we can play the game and it can go smoothly. I want to keep the pace up. I think that's pretty much it. We did our Make It Rains, I believe. Did we do Hendris's? No, we did Zarlark's, but we might not have made it rain for Hendris. Let's see here. Dang it. Gonna have to stop the music. What's up with that? No. We have another Make It Rain then for the 2 that have remained. Or at least it says 2 for me, but that thing is known to lie, so. There you go, guys. There you go. I see 10 users. Oh gosh. Twitch really needs to work on its stats thing being correct, because I never really know how many people are watching at any given time. It's kind of sad. Like if only it just had like the little all active viewers pane right there in the little dashboard. It'd be so helpful. So I think that is pretty much it. Big thanks to Sunnyside Ob for the cheer. I appreciate you and your 1 bits. If there's something that you liked or disliked about the stream, you can click the stream feedback links as usual in the Twitch info panel or on the Discord. And as always, from my heart to yours, good luck.